Hello and welcome to the Gift and Home channel. My name is Carol Schroeder. I'm co-owner of Orangetree Imports in Madison, Wisconsin, and also the author of Specialty Shop Retailing, Everything You Need to Know to Run Your Own Store. Today I want to talk to you about the importance of the buy local movement. You've probably seen signs in other communities saying, shop at the independents in our town, support your local merchants. And you may wonder, how effective is that, and is it something that would work for me? Well, a study in the Christmas of 2008, which was a difficult season for all of us, has shown that independent stores actually fared better than their big box and chain competitors, especially in communities where the stores had banded together to help educate consumers to buy local. Now, what does it mean to be an independent? It means a lot of good things. It means that you can make your own decisions. It means that you can react quickly to changes in the marketplace. It means that you can get to know your customers and bring in the merchandise and services that your customers want. It's also probably the reason that you went into retailing, so that you could form personal relationships with your customers, with your staff, and bring in merchandise that you really believe in. How do we get consumers to support local businesses? It's not as hard as you think. A number of years ago, someone had an idea of starting an environmental movement to encourage people to use recycled products, to waste less, and to help save the earth. We're so familiar with that movement that we take it for granted, but the Buy Local movement is very similar. It's an educational program to take consumers' impressions of independent stores and make them positive. We don't want them to boycott big box stores. There's some things you can only buy in a big box store, but we want them to know that their dollars matter. In fact, studies have shown that dollars spent in independent retailers circulate in the community many times more than dollars that are spent at a store where the profits all go to some distant main office, and where services such as advertising and accounting and other major purchases are made through a centralized office and don't affect the local community. So just by being in business and by being an independent, you are helping your community, and you're also helping make your region special. We don't want to travel across America and shop in the same stores that we see everywhere. We don't want America to be wall-to-wall Walmart. And you are part of making your community special. It's your job in forming a buy local movement to brand yourself as an independent and to let your customers know that you are locally owned. Now, you may think that that's a given. Of course you're locally owned. You're a small shop, you're in a mall or an area of neighborhood shops, and everybody knows you. But if you go to a community that you're visiting, you may actually not know which restaurants and retail shops are locally owned. It's an important thing to lead consumers to your shop and let them know that you are part of the area where you do business. As big box stores and chains are trying harder to imitate independent stores, this becomes more and more important. I am part of a buy local movement called Dane County Buy Local in my area. And we have a program, for instance, with posters on our doors that say, "Friendly Faces, Neighborhood Places." Every day when I get to work, I see that sign which has a picture of me smiling on the door, and it reminds me that I need to serve my customers in a very personal way because they're coming to my store because they want to support a local business. You too can band together with other people in your area and help them teach the consumers that support you and the visitors that come to your area that supporting a local business is not only helpful to the local economy, but also will increase your retail sales enormously, because it's all about bringing customers in the door and then servicing them as best as possible once they get in the door. In other segments, we're going to talk about some very specific ways to do this, but the main element I want you to take away today is that you are an independent and should be proud of it and should let people know that you are a local business and part of your community and plan to stay there and be a thriving part of that community for a long time to come. Thanks for watching. I'm Carol Schroeder with the Gift and Home channel.